Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. It is the best day of the week, and today is May 1st. So happy May Day. Now, I was going to go outside and pick some we'll just say wildflowers. Other people would call them weeds, dandelions. I've got a few little baby daffodils out there. But it was all rainy and I went, we'll just do these. So if you can just imagine that these are real, I mean, they are real. I can feel them, I can touch them. They are part of the matrix. But they're pretty and they make me smile. So hopefully they make you smile. So happy May Day. Let's start off with some Lemurian Saint Germain crystal singing bell. So what's going on in your life? Upheaval, craziness, chaos, loss, grief. We are running the gamut right now. Lots of things are happening. And for those of you who are waiting for things to happen, if you're waiting for things to happen, you're missing it because there's so much happening right now. Our job is to just be and to go inside ourselves and find out how strong we are. And if you get called to go on a trip, pay attention. Is that for my highest and greatest good? If it is, go on that trip. Start hanging out with higher frequency people. Higher frequency people, though, don't like to hang out in big groups. I'm just saying, small groups are great. We want to raise our frequency, okay? We had an X-class flare yesterday. We've had one after another of M-class flares, planetary alignments. We just came out of Mercury retrograde. We can still be feeling the effects of the eclipse. So many things going on. Just be. Take deep breaths and just be. What brings you joy? Do that. If it's gardening, great time of the year to start gardening. It's May 1st. If you're planting things indoors, great. If you're planting things outdoors, great. If you're getting ready to go camping, being out in nature, whatever it is that brings you joy, that's what we need to be doing. And when I say whatever brings you joy, I mean true joy. Okay? That's not sitting around drinking beer. That's a low frequency thing. I'm talking about true joy, which is a high frequency, like being out in nature. I was so bummed yesterday because I had time and I was going to go for a bicycle ride, and it was pouring rain. And Sunday I did go hiking in the pouring rain for an hour and a half, and I really don't like that feeling of having all my clothes wet. So I said no to the bicycle ride yesterday. I got other things done indoors. So hopefully you are maintaining. If you get the feeling of that overwhelming, I just can't handle this right now, go inside yourself. It's okay to go to bed if it's 4:00 in the afternoon and just be. Or snuggle on the couch with your puppy or your kitty or whatever. It's okay to just be, okay? Remember, we're human beings, not human doings. All right, having said all that, what we got going on here, I'm having a hard time talking. It's that X-class flare. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, the world, whatever. And then you can choose a stack. And today, stack number 1 will be a reading from the Tarot of Angels. That is Doreen Virtue. Stack number 2 will be a reading from the Druidcraft Tarot. And that is the Cargams. Stack number 3 will be a reading from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. Today we're going to have a bonus card at the end from the Self-Love Oracle. That is a call for Tom. Oh, and by the way, Spirit Song is Paulina Cassidy. I forgot to say that. Each stack also has a stone in front of it. So during the reading, I will tell you what that stone represents as well. All right, should we get started? I think we should. Okay, if you chose stack number 1, you're going to get a reading from Angel Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue. So what do our stack 1 people need to know today? What do our stack 1 people need to know today? Oh, you can't have all those cards. No. I did a reading for somebody yesterday with this deck, and this, man, it was so spot on. It was beautiful. It's going to be that one. Okay. We're just going to do one from the stack today. It is a major arcana. Major arcana is a message from the universe that I don't want to say they're more powerful, but it's a stronger message. This is card number 15, and I don't like it that there's words on the bottom because we need to have this be an intuitive reading, not somebody else's interpretation. But this is the card of ego. The card of ego. Interestingly, this guy's wearing a mask, and he's got this fancy kind of an apron thing on him. It's like he's in this little egg that is all about him, and nothing outside here matters. Having the ego is okay. All right, it is part of us, but allowing it to take over and having our lives be solely about us, that's the old ways. Now, having said that, we do need to do self-care, and we do need to put ourselves first, this physical body and the consciousness, because when my cup is full, I can help others. But when I'm filling my cup because I am in service of others, that's one thing. If I'm just filling my cup because it's all about me, that's the ego. So the ego is the one that wants to have all the good stuff for me. This is, pretty much like all the people in Hollywood, most of the people in the government. You start off being a normal person and you come out of government service being rich. Yeah, it's probably not on the level. Just saying. But this is saying those days are done. Let go of the ego. We all need to be in service to others. I fill my cup so that I'm at 100%, and then I can help others. Archangel Jophiel is the archangel associated with this card. So you can call on Archangel Jophiel to help you remove those bits of ego that still remain, the ones that you don't need, the bits that you don't need, okay? This is also about like fear. A lot of times the ego is the strong one because we're so afraid over here. Like, I'm afraid to do things on my own. I'm afraid people will find out I'm vulnerable. I'm afraid people will find out I'm wounded, hurt, whatever. Guess what? We all are. We're in human suits. And when you're in a human suit, It's hard. It's hard to be in this reality, this earth school. We didn't get a manual. Most of us can't remember who we truly are, what we truly are. So we're all doing the best we can with being here. But having said that, when you're in service to others, it also helps you feel fulfilled. And when I say others, it doesn't have to be people. It could be you're in service to the planet, helping to clean up our beautiful mama. It could be you're in service to the trees and the plants. It could be you're in service to the beautiful stones and crystals, or the deer, or the birds. It can be so many things. It could be you're in service to the sky, making sure the sky is clean, or the water. So service to others just means something larger than yourself. Now the stone for stack number 1 is this beautiful jasper. It's almost 8 inches tall. I have a sticker on the bottom with my little cheat sheet. It's almost 8 inches tall, and it's this beautiful jasper. And I just love these because there's like whole little universes inside these holes. There's little crystals in there. There's probably fairies and other little beings living in those little caves. This is a reminder that we also need to be grounded. So when we're grounded, that also means, it doesn't just mean we're standing barefoot on Mama Earth. It means we're connected and we kind of know who we are. We kind of know what we are. The ego is saying, no, you're this. But when we're grounded and connected, we're saying, actually, I'm made of stardust. I'm made of the things that Mama Earth is made of. I'm made of God, creator, source, great spirit. I'm made of so many different things. And the ego is like, no, you're this. And you need to have a fancy car and fancy clothes. And you better wear the clothes with the logo on them. You have to go get your nails done and your hair done. And you have to wear those, $1,000 shoes. And that handbag with the logo on it. That's all ego. That's saying I'm insecure inside. I don't feel comfortable inside. So I have to have these trappings on the outside. But stack number 1 is saying, no, you don't have to have that. You are an amazing being in a human suit. And it's hard. Just do the best you can. Just do the best you can. Whatever that means to you. Eat healthy, be outside, get some exercise. Just be. Just be. If you want to lay on the couch all day, it's okay. As long as you're doing it to recharge your batteries. If you're doing it because you're a lazy bum and you don't ever get off the couch, yeah, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, I said that out loud. Like I said before, we're not human doings. We don't have to do things all the time. My moon is in Capricorn, and I'm a doer, and I have lists, and I like to be organized. I like to know what my day is going to look like. Bum, 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 bum. I like to check things off as I finish them. So like my list, one of the things today is do this video and take out the garbage. And so literally as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to take out the garbage, and then I'm going to cross those 2 things off the list. That's great because there are things that we need to do, but there's also things that we need to do to recharge our batteries. So eating healthy foods can do that. Resting, meditating, exercising or doing yoga, praying, whatever works for you. But the days of ego are coming to an end, and everybody needs to know that. The days of ego are coming to an end. We don't need it. It doesn't serve our highest and greatest good. So somebody out there needs to hear that. Having said that, we can have nice things, but if you're doing it for the right reason, it's great. If you're doing it to show off, you might want to rethink about that. Okay? You don't need to be showing off. Because when you're showing off, you're trying to make somebody else feel bad. You're trying to lift yourself up by stomping on them. Just saying. And it could also be that you're just stuck in that, well, everybody else is doing it, and I'm a sheep. No, I'm a lemming. I'm a lemming. Everybody else is jumping off that cliff, so I'm going to jump off that cliff. Don't do that. Be the eagle that soars high overhead. Yeah. That was stack number 1. Interesting. And I go back and listen to my entire video because I don't always remember what I say. And every message is for me too. So don't think it's not for me. All right, let's go to stack number 2. We are going to get a reading from the Druid Craft Tarot by the Cargoms. Dun, dun, dun. And I just want to show what the stone is for stack number 2. This is actually volcanic stone, and it is a praying monk. So he's holding a candle. This is being very grounded, but the cool thing about volcanic stone is it has all the elements. It has fire, it has earth, it has air, it has water. So this stone is to remind us that we are all those things. We're strong and powerful. It's interesting too, because if you look at lava, it's all hot and fiery when it's first coming out of the volcano, and then it turns hard and creates new earth. But there's all these air pockets in it. There can be water in some of those air pockets too, more moisture. So it's all things. It's very cool. Anytime I think of a volcano, I think of that little short movie that's animated about the volcanoes and their singing. And one of the lines in the song is, "I lava you." That one, right on top. Okay. Do we want just one? Should we go for 2? That one? Okay. Excuse me, I need some lemon water. Okay. The first card that popped out is the Prince of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth. Pentacles is coins. The Prince is kind of like the Page, but I think of a prince as a little bit higher. And he's on his horse, but the horse is not moving. Again, it's earth. Usually the earth suit animals or people are standing still because earth is grounded, it's solid. So like all the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, a lot of times if you have a lot of that in your chart, it's hard to make changes, make decisions, move. So as you can see, he's just standing in one place. That horse has all 4 feet on the ground. It's not moving. It's just standing there. He's on the horse with his shield up and his sword at his side, like out. To me, this is the defenses are up. he's peering over, he's kind of doing this, like looking over the shield. So he's defending himself. But now look at the horse. The horse has no armor on him. The horse just has a blanket on, a halter. So this is obviously not a war horse. This is not a knight. This is the prince. The prince has toys. I was going to say tools, and my guide said toys. The prince is usually young. The prince has toys. He's not a knight. He's not a king. He's a lot of times spoiled. He's got the nice shoes and the nice outfit and all this, but he's just on his horse. And I feel like he's playing. He's pretending. We're supposed to be playing right now. If we play, it raises our frequency. As long as it doesn't harm others. We never want to harm others. So this is a young energy. It's a young male energy. It doesn't mean girl or boy. It just means masculine energy. That's that get her done energy. It's not a messenger. It's just I'm out here playing. That's what I'm getting. It's so weird. So now what's interesting is the second card that popped out is the Chariot card. Now this Chariot card is driven by a woman, and her cloak and her hair and the horse's hair is all flying back. So there's obviously movement there. And usually the Chariot card is something's coming in and it's fast. It's fast and furious. So look at the difference that we have here. We've got the young prince, and he's playing, and he's just standing there. And then we've got this older woman, not old, but older, old and wise. She's got these horses, and the horses are usually black and white, showing the yin yang, masculine, feminine. There's something coming in fast. So now, what's interesting is they're so different. Masculine, feminine, staying in one place, moving fast, like yin yang. So a couple things come to mind because this is a general reading. So I'm talking to not just one person. It's like, which one do you want to be? Do you want to just be standing still and pretending? Or do you want to do this? This is totally me. I would have a hard time just standing here. Unless I'm standing here and I'm watching other people or I'm waiting for people. But if I'm just standing around, my Aries Capricorn stuff would just be like, I don't like just standing around. I want to be in the action. So, like I said, there's two things going on here. Which world are you perceiving? I was talking at the beginning about if you're waiting for things to happen, you're missing it. It is happening. This is somebody who's waiting for things to happen. This is somebody who's in the mix. This is, I'm changing my life and I'm starting today. This is, I'll just wait and see what happens. I'm going to watch over there and see what they're doing. This is not a free thinker. I'm sorry, Prince, but you're kind of a sheep. This one here, this woman on the Chariot, she's getting stuff done. She sees a need and she's filling it. So it's almost like, which one are you going to be? Now, there's times when it's okay to stand around. Like I said, we got to recharge our batteries. We're human beings, not human doings. But this one's just kind of like being the sheep and pretending. Whereas this one is like, no, I need to change my life and this is what I'm going to do. This is your go for it card. It could also be something is coming in and it's coming in, like I said, fast and furious, hard and fast. Are you ready? Could you be ready? What does that even mean? I know there's a big thing coming and it's going to affect all of us. There is something coming in. We don't know what it is, but it's huge. Are you ready? What does that even mean? Ask your spirit guides. What does it mean? What do I need to do to get ready? It doesn't mean live in fear. It doesn't mean you have to run out and stock up on everything, spend thousands of dollars stocking up on everything. Are you ready in here? Here is more important than here. Be ready in your heart for amazing changes coming in. She doesn't look scared. She looks confident. I got this. If I can run with these 2 horses going at full speed, I can do anything. And then there's this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to stand over here and watch on the sidelines while she's like, no. Now we got the monk here and he's praying. And I highly encourage everybody to do that. Pray that whatever happens is for everyone's highest and greatest good. Everyone's. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. I pray for all of you. Everybody that watches my videos, know that I'm praying over you. Every time an ambulance or a fire truck or a police car goes by, or the state patrol, we're on Main Street, so it happens all the time. I pray for every single one. Because you know what? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other. And if we can do it in small ways, that's actually really big. Well, that was stack number 2. Something's coming in, you guys. It's going to be big. All right. Hang on one sec while I get some water. Stack number 3. A reading from the Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Your stone, let's start with that, is this beautiful ocean jasper. And I never used to be an ocean jasper person, but after going to this last rock show and finding these beautiful towers, I am a total ocean jasper girl now. Because to me, I see so many things in here and the energy of it just feels so full of life. This to me looks like a beach. Waves rushing on the shore. This one's almost 8 inches tall too. So pretty. Grounding. This one has more green in it, this jasper. And this one has like grays and blues and whites. And again, there's all these little caves with universes in them. So beautiful, full of crystals. Okay. All right. That one and that one. Okay, it's kind of interesting. In stack number 1, we had card number 15, Major Arcana 15, Ego. In stack number 3, we have Major Arcana card number 15, the Shadow. Now, both of these card number 15s is actually the moon. But both of these decks call it something else. Ego, Shadow. So it's literally the same thing. But in stack number 3, you're also getting the Page of Shells or the Page of Water. Now the page is the messenger. This is an emotional message coming in. You got water, you got the moon or the shadow, and guess what? We have we have the moon every night. Who knows where it's going to be, but we do have the full moon coming up. Well, we always have a full moon coming up. We always have a new moon coming up. But we've got the moon in stack 1 as the ego, and now we have the moon in stack number 3 as the shadow. And the shadow with the page of shells, with water. Remember, the moon allows the tides to come and go. We're mostly water, right? So we do the same thing. I know whenever there's a full moon, I feel totally different than when there's a new moon. When there's a new moon, I can sleep. When there's a full moon, forget it. 3-4 nights of tossing and turning. I can sleep during the day just fine, but I can't sleep at night. So this is alerting us to the fact. Okay, it's alerting us to the fact that there's something coming, because we have this messenger, this water messenger, and it has to do with the moon. Okay, well, what's going on with the moon? I don't know. But we have all this information here coming through that something's coming. It could be literally something happening with the moon, or it could be this next moon cycle. Something's coming for you. Now, we had the Chariot in stack number 2, so something big is coming. If something big happens to the moon, holy cow, that would be weird. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is what my guides want me to talk about today, is the moon. So something big is coming. It's watery, so again, that's emotional. Now, emotions can go either way. It could be super happy, like, oh my gosh, when people watched the eclipse and they were weeping because it was so beautiful. Or it could be something very, very sad. We don't know, but something big is coming. All the cards across the board are saying that. But like I said before, are you ready? And what does that mean? Listen to your guides. They give you messages every day. It's your job to listen to them. A lot of times it's all about, oh, well, I talk to my guides. But do you listen? That is key. Do you listen? Do you pay attention to the messages they give you? If you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere, again, if it's for your highest and greatest good, be there. If you're supposed to do something, then do that. If you're at the grocery store and all of a sudden you feel like you really need to buy an extra bag of rice, buy that extra bag of rice. It might not be for you. It might be for somebody else. So keep that in mind. Something's going on. Has to do with the moon or the moon cycle. My guides just said, no, don't be wary. Be aware. Pay attention. Okay, that's kind of mysterious. And all of a sudden, the right side of my neck just locked up. So if the right side of your neck locked up, you need to pay attention. Somebody's trying to get your attention, are you ready? Are you ready? Don't freak out. You guys, don't freak out about anything that happens, okay? It's not worth it. You get a bonus card today. If you're still here. You're going to get a bonus card from the Self-Love Oracle by Akal Pratam. And let's see what we got. Okay, guides. What? That one, apparently. Okay. The gift of strength. The gift of strength. Solar plexus. That is card number 11. One of my favorite numbers. 3, 6, 9, and 11. The gift of strength. The best thing you can do for your health is strengthen your nervous system and your neck, apparently. This is not about just exercising your body or performing for others. It is adhering to a wise daily practice that moves your body in ways that require courage, develop stamina, and change the patterns of your mind. The navel point, found in the solar plexus region, must be engaged at all times, especially during strengthening exercises. It's ideal to work determinedly to access and activate the infinite strength found here, facilitating a balancing of this energy center every day. The lower chakras tend to hold a lot of stuck energy. That's why we get fat from here down. Yeah. It's stuck energy. Stuck energy generally from fears and traumas experienced in your childhood. The ganglia of nerves at the base of your spine may need to unravel for you to tap into your potential. When you intentionally move the life force up from the lower triangle of energy centers to the upper chakras, you will gain a particular strength and flexibility that will bring youthfulness to your presence. Once you can sustain energy in the higher chakras, life will be easier and far more enjoyable. It's funny because I acquired an inversion table this year, and I love just hanging upside down because I can feel everything move up. And sometimes I'll just hang there for however many minutes I can stand, and I can literally feel my organs moving. I feel skinnier too when I'm upside down. That's cool. Stuff moves. But it's moving that energy. It's allowing gravity to move it up. Your nervous system is strengthened when you operate from your higher energy centers. You will be steadier, calmer, and consistently focused on living in true happiness. So think of your heart as the middle. So the heart and your upper chakras. This is where we need to be headed. This is where we need to be. We've been living below the heart. This is survival. This is, I'm just getting through the day or the week or Monday through Friday or Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is. You're just getting through. You're just going through the motions. You're working. But this is where we sing. Our bodies sing. Our minds and our heart sing. This is where we feel alive. So let's start trying to work from the heart up. Move all that stuck energy out. If you need to write down your trauma on a piece of paper and then rip it up and burn it, or whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good, but get rid of that trauma. You do not need to carry that baggage anymore, okay? No. It doesn't matter what it is either. Whatever horrible thing you lived through, stop reliving it. You're not supposed to be reliving it. It was back there. Are you going back that way? No, you shouldn't be. And you're not living back there either. If something happened 37 years ago and you're still crying about it, you obviously haven't let it go. I know that sounds harsh, but let it go. Stop reliving all that nasty stuff. Let it go. So, this is all about how strong you really are. We are very strong. The fact that you're still here today shows how strong you are. Okay? So let all that crap go. It does not serve your highest and greatest good. Your highest and greatest good is right here. Hang upside down if that's what makes you feel good. Do other things that are for this area. Stop just surviving. Okay? Live in the now. Live in the heart. Live in love. Live in joy. That was a nice bonus card. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. And I am sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy. I know you deserve them, and I know you want them. Namaste, my beautiful soul family.